What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So it is a beautiful day out today, guys. We are approaching golden hour, so I figured it would be a good time to take the G80 M3 out for a drive, and I'll take you guys along with me for the journey. Probably it's like a POV camera or something like that. But before we get into it, let's get a nice cold start since the car hasn't started literally all day. One of the best features about remote start, by the way. Car definitely sounds better, but I'll be honest with you guys, I am craving more volume. Like, it's definitely louder than stock, but it's not quite loud enough. But I still stand behind what I said before about this being a great daily driver slash budget friendly setup. If you guys don't know, recently I put a valve controller as well as a Daler H mid pipe. So pretty subtle mods, but they made a pretty good difference on the car. All right, so to give you guys the full effect, we're gonna go into M1. You can hear the car already. We're also gonna put it into sport mode, I think it's called, which is gonna change, come on, it's gonna change the whole setup over here. It just looks cooler in my opinion. Feels more race car like. By the way, I should mention really quickly, besides that exhaust mod that I mentioned, we also have an MST intake, so you guys will definitely hear that while driving. It sounds sick in my opinion. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Yeah, with both these mods combined, guys, this car sounds really good. Like I said, it could sound better, but we are working on that. We are gonna get a louder exhaust setup, but in the meantime, I think this is plenty good. Oh, look who's calling. Yo?
Yo, okay.
All right, bro. All right, we'll talk soon.
Talk to you.
All right, peace.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, let's continue on our way. Let's avoid these potholes. Oh, bumps left and right. I love the way that this car handles these turns. It feels so planted. It just inspires so much confidence. It just makes you feel like you can push it so much more. What would be really cool, guys, is if I can take this car to a track. I would love to do that because honestly, none of my cars, I never felt like they're track ready. But this one, I mean, it's an M car, so obviously, but yeah, I would just love to push this car to its limits. But yeah, man, overall, guys, I love driving this car. If you're new to this channel, I've owned this car for almost a year now, actually. In May, will make a year, and I love it. I think the things that I added to it made me love it that much more. Aesthetically, adding all these aesthetic mods, the car just looks more aggressive in my opinion. Definitely gets a lot more attention on the road. Not saying that's what you should get this car for, but it is cool that other people now appreciate the way that this car looks. Like, you'll see like 13, 14-year-old kids just like break their necks and look at it, and it's like, I once was that kid, so I get it. It's cool to be that for, you know, the younger generation. And then just the way that it drives, although I only have an MST intake and that minor exhaust modification, it just makes the car a little more dramatic and exciting to drive. Yeah, this thing just sounds so much better. And I said it in one video before, but I think that the sound of a car is like half the experience. Let's open up the window a little bit. This thing sounds awesome. Yeah, this thing's definitely an experience to drive. It drives so nicely too. Like, the suspension is firm but also supple at the same time. Like, it takes the bumps pretty well, but it still feels super planted on the corners, which I mean is such a hard thing to do. Like, you can easily put coilovers or lowering springs on a car and it'll feel more planted, but it's just gonna feel so harsh and brutal on bumps and stuff. I mean, unless you get some really good coilovers, I don't know. But for the most part, but this car you just get the best of both worlds, man. This car is an absolute blast to drive. If you guys never got a chance to drive a G80 or a G82, honestly, you really should try, because I think it's a perfect balance of practicality and speed and handling and all that. Like, they're just... They are absolutely amazing to drive, man. Definitely my favorite car I've ever owned. Yeah, guys, this thing is great. It's funny because I'm really hesitant to tune this thing because I feel like it's such a great balance and such a great package the way that it is. Like, adding more sound is one thing, but changing the car's dynamics is a whole other thing. But regardless, I still do want to tune it just to see how it feels. I'm actually going to do the XHP tune as well. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a transmission tune. So people say it makes the ZF transmission feel more like a DCT. So I think that would be cool, especially when you drive this car in manual mode. Personally, guys, I keep my M1 in sport pretty much for the most part, but I keep the transmission in automatic, and I also keep it in four-wheel drive full traction. Usually I do MDM, depends, but my M2 I do pretty much the same thing, except I keep it in manual and two-wheel drive. That's just when I want to have a little more fun, but it's a little tough when you're filming and you're trying to concentrate on the camera, and then you're also trying to concentrate on the car, so it's just easier to do M1 when I'm filming, and you guys still get the same experience. You know, that's just my personal setup. Anyways, guys, that concludes the POV drive for today. If you guys enjoyed it, you want to see more POV drives, just let me know. I'll go on some better roads, some more like canyon roads. Maybe I'll go on cruises with friends. I think that would be really cool, just like all the boys going out, hearing all the cars going by, and then also getting to experience like the POV action of this car. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know down in the comments below. I will happily make more because I love just going out and driving this car. I want to do it more often. I don't do it as much as I think I should. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop it a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And with that said, this video is pretty much done, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. If you don't listen that much, some of y'all